Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham. Alongside Jim Hardy, we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Kind of dire times now on the Plains, but we'll talk about this game. Auburn falls to the Georgia Bulldogs 20-10. 18-3 now in the last 21 years for this, or actually the last 20 years, you would say, because two of those were in the same season. But 18-3 in the last 20 years, Georgia is against your Auburn Tigers. So this game was a tale of two halves. It was Auburn looked exactly like a team that was coming out of a bye that is well coached. That's what a team should look like. They had new wrinkles, put some new formations in there. Auburn, was on time, everything. The offensive line looked improved. They picked up blitzes. They opened holes. We gave the ball to our playmakers. Running backs, were Jeremiah Cobb looked great. You threw the ball to Perry Thompson. Threw the ball to Cam Coleman. You threw the ball to Malcolm Simmons. You threw the ball to Eric Singleton. Threw the ball to tight ends. Everything was working, moving it up and down the field. And then the fumble that was maybe a fumble, maybe not a fumble, maybe a touchdown, maybe not a touchdown. Instead of going up 17-0, which, and I believe if you do score there, it's impossible to say because I know for sure, but if you go up 17-0 there, I don't believe Georgia goes down and scores. And you go into the locker room up 17-0, I don't believe the game plays out like it does in the second half. Now Georgia would have made some adjustments certainly, and they would have gotten better, and they would have probably, I'm sure they would have scored, but I don't know. You could make the argument that Auburn should have been up 21-0 at the half, but they weren't. And once that play happened, Georgia goes right down the field, and of course that just – I didn't even know that. We can talk about that too. That entire drive was just a complete – it took literally 40 minutes to play that last 2 minutes of football. And with the reviews and throwing – Kaylin Lee out, and all the calls, and George ends up kicking a field goal. I'll say this, and I'm going to turn it over to you, Jim, and let you give your thoughts. Cam Newton's jersey's retired at the half. Mm-hmm. It was fine, and the crowd cheered, and it was okay, but that crowd was dead. Mm-hmm. After that moment and going into halftime, that should have been a great, joyous celebration. And the production value was great, and I thought I liked the way they did it, and that was all fine. But it was almost to the point of it was a little awkward because people cheered, and then they were just like, And it was all because of what happened there on that last drive. Because that was, going in, to score that touchdown, that crowd on that drive for Georgia, it got louder. It was one of the loudest I've ever heard during our stadium, and it was all about hate, And they were so mad at that moment. Everybody was, and every penalty, it just got more intense and more intense. But when Georgia kicked that field goal, it was almost just like everybody just went, And the celebrate, it wasn't really, it was everything. The air just got sucked out of it. The energy just got sucked out of the stadium, and they never got it back. And it's a shame that that's the way it worked out. But nonetheless, your thoughts on this game?
I mean, I think it turned out the way we said it was going to turn out on Thursday. That's what I think. I mean, we've been telling people for weeks to follow the numbers, and even there was even a few people out there that was doubting it in that first quarter. They go, boy, this ain't the same Auburn team. They're fixing blue people out. And as the game progressed, all those numbers just came back to bite them. Me and you talked about it off the air. We predicted we needed 150 yards rushing.
Yeah.
And we did not get that. We predicted we needed 250 passing. I got a stat for you that'll prove. Last year I took the time to go over Peyton Thorne's whole career. Everybody was bashing him about, well, he was a 200-yard plus passer. That was it. He don't have a 300-yard game in him. That's just who he was. Mm-hmm. Jackson Arnold, when we threw out that stat, or you did the other day, that you needed 250 yards passing, did you know only once in his career he's ever had 250? It was on the nose this year against Ball State. Every other game he's only had 200 yards. So to expect a guy that can't throw for 200 to throw for 250 wasn't in his favor. Then on top of all that, there's so many things. If you really go back and look at our offense, I know people want to say it's a whole half. I don't even believe it's a whole half. I believe Auburn played 2 drives. The first drive and the second drive, put those numbers together. Was there like 150 yards total between those two? You only had like 225 in the whole half.
Yeah.
That means after the first 2 drives, you didn't do jack. I mean, it looked like you did because you was playing great defense, but you didn't do nothing. I think it's time for a change, Andy. I mean, you tell me.
Yeah, well, there's many changes, I think. But let's go to the phone line, to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline. Welcome in, Larry, on line 2. We got line 2.
Okay.
Hey, Larry, how you doing? All right, how about you?
Good. Hey, look, I've been critical of you Freeze and Jackson Arnold the whole year, but one thing I know for a fact, because I watch all the games, is that we got screwed in 2 games we supposed to have won. The referee gave the game to Oklahoma, and they gave this game to Georgia, because anybody could see that was a touchdown when Jackson Arnold scored that touchdown. It was a touchdown. And then we got screwed again when Kirby Smart kept calling timeout, running down the sideline. But when they gave him the timeout, he said he didn't call timeout, which the replay showed all of that. And why is Auburn getting us screwed on all these calls when they ain't calling them plays on nobody but Auburn? He let the other team just getting away with whatever they want to get away with when it comes to Auburn. And we're supposed to be right now 5-1. And I know I watch these games close. And we just get screwed.
Well, I definitely there were some bad calls in that game. There's no question about that.
Yeah, it was a bad call. Even the announcer, the commentator said it when they were replaying the replay.
Even the referee up in the booth, yeah. I agree. And to be perfectly honest, if for nothing else, that timeout that Kirby Smart called and then they gave it back to him with no penalty or no timeout, that crew should be suspended or fired for that alone. That's just absolutely egregious. You can't. I mean, I don't even have any words for that. I've never seen that before in all my life.
You can't have no word for it. It was right there on the TV in black and white. I mean, in color, rather.
Yeah, and then Kirby Smart's going to double down about just blatantly lying on national television and say, no, I was just clapping. So, I don't get it.
And we see that we getting all the bad stuff happening to us. We supposed to be right now 5-1.
Well, unfortunately, that's not what we are. We're 3-3. So
I read when the SEC office see the replay, they're gonna apologize and say, yeah, that was a bad call. But hey, we done lost the game, and that's what counts. We supposed to have been won them 2 games against Oklahoma and against Georgia. That's the bottom line, sir.
Well, Larry, thank you for the call. We got another one waiting.
Okay, then. Y'all have a blessed day.
All right, thank you. Can we go to the line? Hey, Mylan, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
War Eagle, guys.
War Eagle.
I am so sick of hearing the refs' excuse. I get it. That was bad calls. But there's no excuse for what we did in the second half. 0 points. I think we had 15 yards of total offense until garbage time. The game had already been put out of hand. The problem is Hugh Freeze, and he needs to go. And it's time to go get Kurt Signetti. The guy's 17-2, and he just beat number 3 Oregon on the road. Played in the playoffs once and on his way to the playoffs this year. War Eagle, guys.
Appreciate the call. Yeah. Hey, look, I mean, that's I don't know if you can get around that. I mean, that now you said the first 2 drives. Auburn actually had 3 drives in the first half.
Yeah.
75 yards, 70 yards, 79.
Okay, that's all your offense.
But they were like 7 minutes, 5 minutes, and almost 8 minutes. So they basically took up the entire first half. So the first half stats were great. I'm fine with it. You have 1 3 and out. But after that, am I wrong, Jim, or did Georgia play with 11 guys in the second half? They did play with 11 guys, right?
Looked like they had 15 the way they played.
But they may have put them in a different position, but they played with 11.
Oh, yeah.
So how do you go from that? And I understand Georgia makes adjustments. That's fine. To 40, like he just said, 15 yards.
Right.
And I mean, that's not adjustments by Georgia. That's collapse by Auburn. And that comes back to the team takes on the attitude, personality of the head coach. Hugh Freeze can't handle this pressure, it seems. All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. Love to hear your calls. 256-234-6221. More to come right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
L&M Pawn and Gun, located in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, is East Alabama and West Georgia's complete gun, tactical, and pawn shop. It invites the region to shop over 500 firearms in stock, on the floor, and ready for sale at the market's best values. At L&M Pawn and Gun, we specialize in all tactical guns, equipment, and parts, including AK-47 and AR-15s. Specialized parts for tactical guns as well as suppressors and other parts you can't find anywhere. L&M Pawn and Gun has it all in the USA Factory Stores in Opelika, or shop online, lmpawnandgun.com.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Illinois Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
For work or play, it's Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Silverado and Colorado's ready to roll for Chevy Truck Month. Get going in a powerful new full-size Chevrolet Silverado with discounts up to $13,500 off. Test drive the mid-size Chevy Colorados. Big performance and big discounts up to $5,000 off. People from all over the USA are coming to Glenn Smith Chevrolet. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. We're brought to you each and every day by J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation and Sense of Green Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. Thank you so much to their sponsorship of today's show. All right, Jim, let's go back to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline and welcome in Luke. Hey, Luke, how's it going?
Good, guys. I know it's a tough Monday, but a couple of things. First of all, I'm glad somebody brought up Indiana because you know how much I hate to do this, but I got to give Indiana credit. And they finally beat somebody that matters, and that's all I've been asking for. I didn't think they could do it, and they did it. And now Kurt Signetti is about to make $11 gazillion, either at Indiana or Penn State or Auburn or somewhere.
Or Florida State, apparently.
Florida State.
Florida State, yeah. Somewhere like that. Now, the other thing, Andy, you sort of stole my thunder, that the team takes on the personality of the coach. I think you saw it clearly for the most part with Nick Saban. Kirby Smart's guys play like Kirby Smart, all that stuff. And you could make the case either way. I mean, if they had called it a touchdown, I think obviously it would have stood. They called it a fumble. I mean, I've looked at still shots, looked at videos, looked at everything, and honestly, I can't tell definitively. I know people say it was 100% a fumble, 100% a touchdown. I don't think you can say that definitively. But here's the thing. Even after that, it could have worked out even better for Auburn. Now, of course, you'd rather have the 7 points. But they had Georgia on the 1-inch line, backed up, having to go 99 yards. And had they kept as they stop them, Auburn gets the ball right back and gets to score again, probably at least a field goal, which would have been huge before the end of the half. But they didn't stop them. I mean, Georgia got the first down on the run play, and then, Kalen Lee with the targeting. Again, nobody knows what targeting is anymore, so, yeah, I'd probably call that targeting, but frankly, I'm a football guy, and I would say that's also a football play. So they get all the way down the field, make the field goal, but here's the thing. Here's what I knew Auburn was going to lose that game. At halftime, when Molly McGrath interviewed Hugh Freeze, he looked like a defeated man. Honest to God, the people that I was with, we thought he was going to cry. And instead of going into the locker room and saying, you know what, we've got everything against us, and if you want to use this, say, hey, we got the refs against us, we got the world against us, we got Kirby Smart against us, we got all that, and using it to light a fire in the room. My bet is he went into the locker room saying, well, look, let's just try and overcome it and see what we can do. And because if his halftime speech was anything like his interview before going in the locker room, it was just probably one of the least inspiring halftime speeches of all time. And about the timeout, yeah, I've never seen that before myself. Luckily, and here's the thing is, Georgia didn't score on that drive, so it really didn't matter. But what it does is it feeds the conspiracy theories. Because, yeah, you can't do that. You either give them a 5-yard penalty or you make them take the timeout. And frankly, I don't understand why they didn't just say, yeah, we'll look into that clapping you're saying Auburn's doing, but you called the timeout. I'm sorry, you did it. And they just didn't do it. I have no explanation for that. I think there certainly needs to be some accountability for that. For the other stuff, I think, you could go either way, but that particular play really helps bolster those people who believe there's a conspiracy theory out there, and that's a shame because that really was just a god-awful showing of officiating.
All right, Luke, appreciate the call. We got another one holding. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Yes.
Hey, Carl, how you doing?
How you doing, buddy?
Good. How about you? What you got for us today?
I just wanted to comment on how that first half went on the Auburn game. I thought they played pretty darn good the first half. And
no question.
Played over their heads the first half. But I ain't going to say, I really think he didn't fumble the football. But the refs dictated the game so much there. They stopped plays so much. I'm doing good. How you doing, buddy?
Go ahead. Come on.
Okay. And, I just think the referees dictated the game so bad. Georgia and Alabama's the only two teams I've ever seen can just dictate the referees the whole game. They just stand over and talk to the referees. Every time you looked up, they were just talking to the referees.
Yeah, it seemed like they were afraid of Kirby. Whenever he said, it seemed like it went. And like the previous caller said, I mean, him calling timeout and then saying, no, I didn't call timeout. And they say, oh, okay. That just kind of feeds into it. And people just go, well, I mean, of course. Yeah, well, let's – if it's could go either way, it's obvious going to go Georgia's way because – well, Auburn gets screwed every week. They're just used to it, but we can't let that happen to Georgia. Whether that's true or not, you assume it's true.
Yeah, and the bad thing about it is they did that to Auburn. I don't care who Auburn plays. Auburn ain't got a home field advantage like everybody else does. Especially if they play in Alabama and Georgia, it's like it's against them and the referees too every time they play them. And they dictated the game so much Auburn couldn't even get the flow. They're stopping and reviewing every play.
Yeah, that was ridiculous, that whole drive and to end the first half.
Yes, I mean, it really was. And I was disappointed. When you on the 1 yard line like that, Cobb was running the ball so good that first quarter. And all of a sudden, he just disappeared. He lost his helmet. And he went out. And I don't think he ever come back in forever, I didn't think.
I don't think he came back into the second half for sure.
I don't think he did neither, and I just think Hugh Freeze and the offense coordinator needs to go. I'm just being honest with you.
That seems to be a common sentiment, Carl.
Yes, because that he does not adjust to anything. It seems like we lose after we start playing so good, and then the second half, he don't adjust. The offense don't adjust to anything.
I would agree 100%. We got to go to a break. Thank you for the call. All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. Keep the calls coming, 256-234-6221. More to come right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell. There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars,
Were you
and
gonna ask like
toolboxes.
something?
They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in Central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
I mean, a pile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for being with us today. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Get some tremendous food in the Montgomery or Auburn area on Pepper Tree in Montgomery and on East Glen in Auburn. The food is absolutely wonderful. The people are great. Go and check out their website, steaksandwine.com. Just the letter N, steaksandwine.com. All right, we're talking about this Auburn-Georgia game. A lot of comments, a lot of phone calls. Thank you so much for all your thoughts on that. We got some thoughts on that myself, but got some comments coming through, Jim.
Yes, you too. We're going to make sure you guys get recognized out there. John says, did Hugh Freeze throw the defense under the bus in the post-game comments?
I didn't hear the post-game comments if he did.
Okay.
What specific ones are you referring to?
Yeah, he'd have to. John, shoot us another comment and let us know exactly which ones you're referring to. I don't think, from what I heard, my biggest takeaway from the whole thing is when he just said, we find ways to lose. And that's a direct reflection on the coach, because you got to find ways to win.
Yeah.
I mean, he said 18 minutes, I think it was, worth of stuff, and I took 8 seconds out of it as we find ways to lose.
Yep.
That's what he said. Bob says, I'm going to keep asking this question, but would an honorable man resign at this point without another dime being taken away from the university?
Okay.
Let's see here. Phillips. Penn State may beat us for the SIG hire, and that drives me crazy. Fire Hugh today. We can go and get a jump start on the right coach. SIG, one of them says SIG isn't considering Auburn. What does people think that hire a, Paul says, what makes people think they will hire a good coach? The same people that approved the last two are still in charge. Good point. That is a very good point, because what are we up to now? Either like 4 coaches in 6 years or 7 years? I mean, it's like 4 or 5 in 6 years, right?
Well, we fired Gus in 20.
Yeah.
So we've had Gus, Harsin, and Hugh.
So 3 and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
About to have 4, you could say.
Let's see. I say fire Nick Thornton, put Freeze on an island and make him coach. That's Bob. Trustees want Freeze. Trustees are the ones that wanted Freeze when Harsin was fired. I got a bunch of them. I mean, Signetti has a $60 million buyout. Oh, speaking of that, we brought up Florida State's guy. I just looked him up. He's $58 million on the buyout. Freeze is actually only 15 point something to get him gone. So 15 is doable.
Well, let me say this let me say this about the fumble. Okay, 2 things. Number one, Georgia was lined up offsides on the play. That is without doubt. Number 2, though, why it's 3rd and 1, but even before that, I thought clearly Jackson Arnold was in on the previous play. I mean that looked like a clear touchdown to me. Mm-hmm. But okay, it's at the 1-inch line. It's 3rd and inch. Why do you do something different than you normally do? I just don't understand why you don't line up in a normal formation in the shotgun and hand the ball off to Jeremiah Cobb and score the touchdown. You got 2 downs to get 2 inches.
Right.
Why do you try to go up there and put everybody in a bunch? And then, I mean, look, if you're Jackson Arnold, yes, it might have been a touchdown. Yes, it might have been a fumble. But if one thing is absolutely clear, if you're an Auburn fan, the referees are incompetent. You cannot leave it up to them. Don't give them a chance to even be a part of the play. You don't fumble that ball. You got to secure it, Jackson, and you got to call a better. I don't like the play. I didn't like anything about it. And let's go back to the phone line. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz. Joseph, we got you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what you got? Hey, Joseph.
How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Well, War Eagle guys.
War Eagle.
been a long time since I called in, but I'm a big-time Auburn fan here from Fayette, Alabama. And, y'all just answered all the questions, but what you just said there. This is what we're going to have to understand. We can't put ourselves in these situations. Number one, we got running backs. We put a lot of pressure on Jackson, I think, sometimes. I know he's a runner, but down there on the goal line, hand it off to you running backs. I've always been a firm believer. I'm old school about things like that, and give it to your running backs. And number one, you're going to go through adversity. Luke Robinson said it right a while ago. I know he's a Bama podcaster. When Hugh was walking off the field, pretty much about to cry, I know he was hurt by officiating, but we can't do that. We got to go in and adjust. We knew Georgia was going to make adjustments. We already knew that. Kirby is good at that. But what we got to do is keep our team together. We had the lead. Make adjustments, come out, and finish the game. We got to stop this. I don't believe in firing coaches. I love Hugh Freeze. I really do. But we can't continue to do this. This is his third year. And it just hurts me to see what's going on. Our young men, we got to keep our young men motivated. We know referees are involved. They're involved all across the country in games I've seen all year. But we got to have coaches to keep our guys motivated and adjust.
Hey, Joseph, I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Hugh's getting $7 million a year. Do you feel like, you said you don't want to be down on coaches and get rid of Hugh or anything like that? Do you feel like Auburn, the football team, is getting $7 million out of him?
No, sir. No, I agree with you now. I'm just a person. I just don't like that kind of stuff, but, that's just what I am. But no, it's 3 years. No, I agree. Listen, it's time because we need someone now to develop these players. And number one, I love our defense. Got nothing to do with defense. I think our defense is one of the best in the country.
Yeah.
But ain't no ifs and buts about it. And what's going to happen is if we don't fix this offense, our defense is going to get wore down, tired, and then guess what? You're going to lose your locker room because these guys want to win, too, on the other side of the ball.
Joseph, we got to go to break, man. Great call. Thank you. All right.
War Eagle, guys.
Yes, sir. War Eagle. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after these messages.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is excited to participate in our annual Catch Me in Pink campaign, raising money for cutting-edge breast cancer research. We partnered locally with the Joy to Life Foundation and Vera Bradley to help raise significant funds in support of the cause. Each week, we are giving away prizes locally in addition to our national grand prize, a tropical trip for 2. To enter, simply snap an USSI of you and a pink-clad Dixie employee and enter it on our website. Dixie will donate money for every photo that's submitted, and you will be entered to win big.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dable, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin, comfort for life.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Again, thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. Looks like a lot of breaking news going on. Of course, James Franklin was fired. It's only a matter of time before Billy Napier is fired at Florida because, they took it on the chin again from Texas A&M, who actually may be for real, Texas A&M, but we'll see. But we're getting reports that Mike Norvell at Florida State is going to be let go as well. So it may be the Kurt Cignetti sweepstakes here. I mean,
he may be able to name his number.
He may be the highest paid coach in college football before it's all said and done. I don't know, but we'll see. Now, I didn't want to say this but it's multiple sources are reporting that Auburn running back Damari Alston has left the team for lack of playing time. He came in as the starter. He is a captain, by the way, but he came in as the starter. He got banged up in maybe the Baylor game, or maybe it was before the Baylor game. I can't remember, but Jeremiah Cobb stepped up and basically, took over that first team reps. And Damari Austin's been a backup guy, and we haven't even been giving the ball to our starter, much less our backup. And now he 7 games or 6 games into the season, was going to be our starting running back, has left the team, and he is again a captain on this offense. So
I think that tells you a lot about his character. I mean, if you will quit on your team like that, then all these teams, let's just say he waits till after the season's over with and jumps in the portal. If I'm a coach sitting out there, I'm not going to jump on him because he's going to quit on us during the middle of the season. And I think you called them Truth Mondays, where they all get in there and talk about the truth and, hey, this is what happened. And guys, our leadership council, he calls it, that he's got. He does all these mental evaluations on these players. Something's disconnecting here. If your formula that you got, Hugh, on these mental evaluations didn't pick up on this, and then you're calling him a leader, then we're not getting the whole story, I guess, what I want to say. And even if we got the whole story and he just outright quit, that is not how you do it. You don't quit during the middle of the season. I would tell Coach, hey, I'm disappointed in my playing time. I'd get out there and still practice because there's other teams going to want him to come play, or even that outside shot that he would have a chance of getting on an NFL program, they're going to pass on him because they don't want anybody quitting.
Yeah, I think he is a senior, so I'm not sure, of course, with this day and age.
Well, yeah,
who knows about eligibility?
You get an appeal and get another year.
But
go to Walmart and buy one.
Yeah. When one of your so-called leaders, basically quits the team halfway through the season, it's certainly not a good look. And you wonder, your quarterback is supposed to be the leader of your offense. And I haven't seen anything to show me that Jackson Arnold is any kind of a leader. He seems to fold under pressure. And when you're looking to, like everybody has been saying, when Georgia ties the game at 10, does anybody when they go ahead, does anybody in the stadium feel like we can drive down to at least tie the game? Just for a field goal, do you think we're going to get in position? No. There is absolutely no belief there. There's no faith in that position. So I don't know how you can prepare and go to play Missouri and not start
Deuce.
Well, either Deuce or Ashton Daniels.
All right, well,
I would start Ashton Daniels, but
here's 2 theories of thought on that. One is, if you know Hugh and you've already had some conversations outside of that room and somebody's saying, hey, you're coaching for your job now. If you're him, who are you picking? Ashton, to try to just get you a win or two and keep your job, or do you come in there, use the Florida scenario? They walked in Lagway last year and all of a sudden everything lit up. Billy kept his job for another year because of Lagway. That super freshman, everybody said, boy, he's great. Yeah. He's going to change the program. Well, he's been hurt. Now when he's come back, they've won a big ball game against Texas. There's flashes in there. What avenue, if you're Hugh, do you take your chance on the 5-star? I've heard everything under the sun of accolades that they're giving Deuce down there, that he's the greatest, he's a wild card. He can make all the throws, he can run, he can do it all. Do you put him in and beat the Lagway situation, or do you go with Ashton?
I'll take either one of them. But I think one of the two should.
Yeah.
How about that?
Well,
I just don't want to ruin Deuce Knight because I've seen it too many times specifically at Auburn when you throw a freshman in there and they just get ruined.
Yeah, but here's your scenario on that. Hugh's probably, if something doesn't really change instantly, he's gone anyway. Yeah. Deuce is going to hit the portal and be out of there again.
It's probably true. All right, we got one more segment. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Thank you, guys.
At Central Alabama Community College, We provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, TAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carry or cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
SignSource is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The offices on both Bent Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
One more call.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you up until 1 o'clock. Thank you so much for being with us. Let's go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline. Welcome. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, Andy and Jim.
Hey, Charles, how you doing, buddy?
I'm fine, just a little upset or whatever. But my thing is, why these referees let Kirby Smart live on the field? I mean, you know, Kurt, that guy from Indiana, he got a flag thrown at him the other day for being on the field for sideline warning. But Kirby Smart lived on the field, and one time he had his whole staff out there. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
I would agree 100%. It seemed like they got away with quite a lot on that side of the field.
And these, I mean, you know, that review, I mean, it goes to other officials. Why come they can't make the right call?
Well, Charles, here's the explanation that they're giving, you know, as the SEC is, once a call is made on the field, the referee on that side said that he didn't feel like it would cross the line and it was a fumble. Once he said that, there has to be 100% disputable evidence in the video, and by it going to Birmingham and SEC looking at it and all that, they were saying in their mind it might have been 50-50 that, yeah, he crossed, yeah, it was a fumble, maybe it wasn't, but in their mind, 100% proof wasn't there.
Well, maybe the refs need to put on some glasses or whatever.
Maybe so.
I agree.
But if we'd got that touchdown, we'd have still lost 20-17.
Well, you know, I don't know if the second half would have played out like it had if we had that kind of momentum going into halftime, up 17-0. I just think it's a different game. I think we take advantage of it a little bit more in the second half. The defense doesn't get as worn down maybe, but yeah, it's impossible to know. That's for sure.
Yeah, UAB got rid of their coach, Trent Differ, also.
Yes, they did. I just see the Titans in the NFL fired their coach. So everybody's getting fired today.
Well, all right. War Eagle, guys.
War Eagle, thank you for the call. All right, Jim, we just got a few minutes left here. Any final thoughts?
Sounds like a firing Monday.
Yes, it does. So Auburn has got Missouri. It's another night game in Jordan-Hare. The defense, again, you continue to hold your opponent. They held Georgia 14 points under their average.
Yep.
I mean,
we've spent the time, and every week, me and you break it down exactly by the numbers how it's going to happen. We've been right all year. I mean, I told you that they were going to get beat. A&M, they got beat. Mm-hmm. We told you they were going to get beat in Georgia, and they got beat. I'm going to spend the time this week and show you the numbers that we go into. Now, it may change the numbers a little bit if they start Deuce versus Jackson.
Auburn opens as a favorite in this game.
Oh, that's what I was about to state right here. I saw it this morning before I left. Right now, Auburn is 3. They are 3. That meaning Auburn is picked to win by 3.
They opened at 2.5, so I think it went up.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's what's crazy is you got to go look inside those numbers. Is it a home thing? Because usually in betting odds, they give you 6 for being at home. Do they feel like that we've got a good enough running game if what they saw the bettors picked that first half and looked at it, if Auburn could duplicate that against Missouri, is Missouri built like Georgia? Can they come back from being down? You know, there's a lot of factors to go into the game. But I'm with everybody else. Until you show me, Hugh, that you can score more than 10 points in a game like you did in A&M, you fell apart at Oklahoma, I want them to score. I'm the biggest Auburn fan in here. I want to score 40 in Missouri game, but I just don't see it. Where are you going to score it at?
Who starts at quarterback against Missouri?
Deuce Knight.
All right. I hope you're right. It is the 13th of October. How about Paul Simon, born on this day, 1941? Jerry Jones, owner of the Cowboys. Desmond Wilson or Lamont Sanford from Sanford and Son. Sammy Hagar, born on this day. Doc Rivers. The lovely Kelly Preston. Born on this day, 1962. Died tragically of cancer in 2020. Lovely. Married to John Travolta. Jerry Rice, born on this day. Hall of Famer. Maybe the greatest receiver of all time. I don't think there's any to it. Greatest receiver of all time, I'll say.
I think that, it's kind of like debating basketball of who's the best. I think Jerry is in the conversation of at least the best 3. He is by far and away, if you've ever seen the videos about him, of his work ethic, there's nobody will compete with him on that. I mean, the man used to throw bricks and catch them to make his hands. He told a story that he used to have a neighbor that used to go chase horses in a pasture and catch them so that he would get faster.
Wow.
Yeah.
Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Famer as well. And
Astro?
Padre.
Padre, okay.
Yeah, for many years, yeah. All right, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for the calls. Keep them coming throughout the week. We'll see what happens with this Auburn team moving forward. He's Jim. I'm Andy. So long for now, everybody. We'll talk again soon.